we are now going to do our predictions for the round of 16. So I will pull up
It's
the
here,
Champions
round
League
of
bracket.
16.
Yeah, no, this is the most
Let's
fun.
go.
I love this part of Champions League when I can pull up a bracket and Champions League bracket and actually like visualize where I see these teams going. We got Paris versus Chelsea. This is a hard one. I kind
It's
of want to
Chelsea,
be
bro. Come on.
really no. Oh, really?
PSG's not good, bro. They lost to Monaco. They lost to Monaco
That was in the league.
recently. I think it was, yeah.
They're not as strong as last season.
PSG's not strong, bro. They're not strong. They're not.
But if you're looking at
Bro, take a look
talent,
at like, bro. They
If I'm being
with
honest,
Monaco in the Champions League, it was 5-4, bro. They almost let Monaco take it farther than they should have. Like, bro, come on. Even in the Champions League, they're not even that good.
of their season last season.
Good
Donnarumma
luck.
was a big part. I'm not
100%.
happy this one.
Yeah, no more Donnarumma for PSG. That's true.
Yeah.
But PSG, they are for this upcoming game. They are having the likes of Ousmane Dembele back and Fabian Ruiz back.
Dembele played today though. He played against Monaco.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
like
and
first
then
game
they still
back.
lost though. Like, I don't
Okay.
know, man. It's difficult.
I mean, if
But
I'm
I would
looking
still say
on
like
paper, I would
form-wise,
still say
yeah.
PSG. Okay, if I'm looking on paper, I would say PSG because of the talent out. It's out. The PSG's, their talent will outplay Chelsea's if you're looking at on paper, and all that, and then obviously the the boosts that PSG has from getting their injured players back, and especially their. But if you're looking at the heritage of the tournament and the drama of the Champions League, and Chelsea always being underestimated, I will go with Chelsea to advance over PSG. But that's a hard one. But I guess yeah, we're all unanimously Chelsea. I was
It
kind of
is a hard
skeptical,
one, but still.
but yeah. Okay, next one: Galatasaray versus Liverpool. So this one is a hard one though because let's be real.
Yeah, Liverpool's
Osman, I believe he's caused issues for Liverpool before against Napoli, and then of
That's
course,
true.
and then also there was last September they were already playing in the league phase. Osman scored the penalty. It was a penalty, but still was a win over Liverpool in the UCL this season. And then yeah, they're a strong club at home, Galatasaray. But unfortunately they have a very bad record when they go abroad. And they've only won once against England, against Man United in November 2023 when they travel abroad in this competition.
2023 in Champions?
Yeah. That was the only time they've ever like won in England. Yeah, in the Champions
Wow,
League.
okay.
Yeah. So that's so even though Liverpool are inconsistent this season, they're definitely favorites because of the heritage and also just Galatasaray's record, playing away from home. And yeah, and then they still got to be careful though. Liverpool, they cannot underestimate the threat of Osimhen. And then also, of course, you have former Premier League players on that Galatasaray side like Leroy Sané, Ilkay Gundogan, Mario Lemina. So that bolsters the team to actually put up a fight against Liverpool, and that could maybe mean that they're not going to get totally destroyed when they play in England like Galatasaray have previously. But I do think that if Liverpool lock in, they are going to go through. And Liverpool aren't like Arsenal, especially in the Champions League. They do not fold under pressure. So yeah, I'm going for Liverpool to advance. That's same for you both, right?
Yeah.
That's an interesting quarterfinal.
I think it's definitely Liverpool, especially Galatasaray. I think I said it before to you guys. It's like I don't think Galatasaray. I think Galatasaray is beatable. That's what I was saying to you guys, if I remember correctly. They didn't look too good. Like they didn't look unbelievable against Juventus. They could score lots of goals. It's definitely in their locker, but it's their weakness is certainly defense, and I think Liverpool can definitely take advantage of that. They should be able to. Yeah,
I mean, and have you I don't want to glaze Szoboszlai, but he is good at those.
Yeah, bro's on fire.
He can do those long shots, man. I feel like he's. You know what? I used to hate on him.
Crazy comeback. We hated on him, bro.
No, I kind of no. It's not a comeback. He was always good like this, but it's just now I'm appreciating his strengths more. He was always a good player, but I just didn't like him for various reasons. But now I appreciate his strength, and you know what his strength is? He has the lost art of just scoring these like goals from really far out, and like
I think he's got the power shot.
He's got the power shot, which is like kind of a lost form. Like not too many players do that these days because they're too scared to make a tactical risk and get subbed off. But Szoboszlai, he's got like that kind of like with these type of shots, it's like kind of the vibe in the 2000s where a lot of players would do that. Even like Gerrard for Liverpool, for example, but like Lampard for Chelsea. Like you remember like it was just more common back then, especially like the English teams where they would the midfielders would take these shots from out far and like score these screens.
Lampard, Gerrard,
Yeah. So I feel like
Scholes,
it's kind of a lost art form, and like
even KDB.
Szoboszlai's like kind of like the one last player who's still doing that regularly. So I kind of appreciate that more. So even if Galatasaray can defend, like they got to watch out for him. But I don't think their defense is going to look Liverpool. And it's like they could score from left, heck, even Wirtz could find a way to score honestly against Galatasaray. Like I'm not saying, like I'm just being real. Given their defense, unless they
that would be a great comeback for him too.
I think it'll be like a tap in, but like still, like or I don't know. And even if he does score like some cool goal, like he'll just show like it'll probably be because Galatasaray's defense is bad. I'm sorry, like
fair,
but we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, Liverpool going through on that. Then next up we have Real Madrid versus Man City. Absolute Champions League classic of the 2020s.
How many times are they versing?
Yeah, and this decade
they can't keep getting away with this.
So these two teams have met in each of the past 4 seasons.
Crazy.
They also played a league phase tie in Madrid in December. So yeah, no surprises when they clash again. Right within this upcoming round. And yeah, both City and Real will regard a round of 16 exit as a disaster or calamitous due to their respective ambitions of each club and like their dominance in this competition this decade. But
this is a hard one to predict.
Yeah, this tie is so close to call. But historically, I'm gonna go with the history here. So City and Real have beaten each other 5 times with 5 draws too, and this tie will come down to which of them can handle the other team's superstars better. So if you look at the superstars of Real Madrid against Man City,
Mbappe's better, bro.
Kylian Mbappe has 7 goals in 7 games
this season.
Man City. No, just like if I'm looking at like head to head, like of their last like in their Champions League, not only this season but like previous seasons. Mbappe has 7 goals in 7 games against Man City, while Erling Haaland has 3 goals in 6 appearances against Real. And then Haaland, his enemy, like we're not his enemy, but it's really his kryptonite in these games is basically going up against Rudiger, who absolutely pockets him. So if that battle goes in Real Madrid's favor, I'm gonna have to give it to Real Madrid. Do you both agree?
Yeah. No, I agree with Man City.
Yeah. Like I feel like Rudiger's the X. Oh, you go Man City.
Wait, Negan went not Man City. Negan said Man City, yeah.
Wait, why do you go Man City?
I just feel like takes to be Man City.
But I know Real Madrid haven't been the best, but the Real Madrid in the Champions League, they lost. I feel like they
Man City are catching form though.
Not in the Prem. They tied against Nottingham. Yeah, but when Real Madrid turn up, they turn up, and even if they don't turn up, they still win because of this. They just have some. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see how is Man City
Benfica are a stubborn team
in the league phase.
But wait,
did they do well in the league? I can't remember.
Man City.
Did they actually like win games in a row or like?
Well, I believe they made the top 8.
I guess, yeah, of course, yeah. But certainly Real Madrid has had a worse way to get there, right? Like they've had more difficulties getting there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Nee might have something with the Man City shout because Real Madrid just going into the like this round of 16. I'm not saying they scraped by. They certainly did not.
Yeah.
But they were inconsistent going into that phase against Benfica, right? So going into league phase and then going into Benfica caused some trouble for them. Obviously, they were able to seal it for Real Madrid was able to seal it, but it's just they have too much. The problem is with Real Madrid is they have too much difficulties against certain type of teams, and I think Man City will be able to actually give them difficulties and obviously score goals that Benfica was not able to do. I think he's onto something. I think Man City for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess majority rules, so we're actually picking Man City. That's interesting. Next one.
That's a Chelsea
Atalanta versus Bayern Munich. So with this one, I mean, this one it's basically Atalanta. They kind of credit Atalanta for making it this point in the competition. They spared Italian football the humiliation of having no teams in the round of 16 for the first time in Champions League history by overturning the 2-0 first leg deficit against Dortmund, which we already talked about, to reach this stage. But now they're going against another Bundesliga giant. They are going against the Bundesliga leaders and the ultimate Bundesliga giants, pardon me. And this would be a totally different prospect for Pellegrino's side. Although Atalanta had the capacity to hurt Vincent Kompany's side, like I can see them scoring, it'll be difficult to see them flying on to the quarterfinals. Because Bayern, let's be real, we're talking about like certain teams being weak in certain areas, but Bayern are strong in all areas.
Yeah.
And the goal.
And I think also Bayern's been our pick too. Bayern's been our pick
Yeah,
to
that's
win.
been our pick to win the whole thing. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's just, and this
Yeah.
continued on to this point of this season, right?
So
we talked
true.
about it in September, but
They
it's
just
carried
win
on to now.
everything, bro.
Yeah, the goal threat of Harry Kane has now been added to by the return of Jamal Musiala from injury. They've also shown themselves to be ruthless against weaker opposition in the knockout stages.
And they have that Carl, right?
Carl Leonard,
That young player, Carl.
Yeah, and also
really good.
And they, I see them, winning comfortably in this tie and progressing comfortably. So yeah, Bayern Munich to the quarterfinals for me. I'm assuming that's for both of you as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. So next one we got Newcastle versus Barcelona. So this one, that's an interesting one.
I feel like that's harder. That's gonna be a harder one for people to predict. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a crazy take, but
wait.
Anyway.
Okay, let me reach into the stats.
Yeah, I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook first.
Because but basically Marcus Rashford, he's been firing for Barcelona when going against Newcastle specifically. So because he scored a double in the 2-1 win that Barcelona that completed against Newcastle at Newcastle Stadium, St. James Park in the league phase last September, which means Hansi Flick's team will have these memories of their most recent trip to Newcastle. But Newcastle are also missing several key players due to injury, so that includes Bruno Guimaraes, who's like big for them, Fabian Schär in defense, and Livramento as well. So the odds are stacked against Eddie Howe's side in the tie. And then even though Barca's defensive high line, which has cost them in previous Champions League seasons, could be vulnerable against the pace of Anthony Gordon, who's in really good form now, and Anthony Elanga, I think the Spanish side have way too much for Newcastle over the two legs. So, and also second legs at Camp Nou. So yeah, Newcastle really need a healthy first leg lead, which they could get because of the high line, but still, like that looks like a tall order. So for Newcastle, I don't know if they have the capacity for that. So I'm going for Barcelona. How about you, boys?
Yeah.
What about you, Stefan? Are you gonna do some like crazy upset rage bait kind of thing?
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not rage bait here. But like, I think you had the point there with the high line. I think Newcastle absolutely takes advantage of Barcelona's high line. Absolutely, bro. They score goals. Like Newcastle,
I think Barca
they score so many goals.
But here's the thing, Barca.
I think that's where I think.
Yeah, so
I think that's where you might be right. Especially like they might be able to outscore
Newcastle.
them,
They don't have Bruno, they don't have any of the defensive players,
and they don't have the second leg advantage of obviously it being home for Barcelona, right? So I just think I'll say this. I'll say Barcelona will take it narrowly. Though. That's the thing. Like I think narrowly. And I know a lot of people will say Barcelona will take it handedly. I think it's going to be narrowly.
I know Bayern Munich will take it handedly against Atlanta, but Barcelona won't take it.
No, most people say Barcelona will take it handedly.
Those are people
I think so. 100%.
Those are the TikTok.
Well, okay, but there's Barca fans. Barca fans will say it. Okay. But I think Newcastle create problems.
Okay, yeah, but still Barca going through supporters. Next game. This is the interesting one. We got Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham Hotspur. So we were talking about Spurs before, saying, this could be their year. They could be the first team to like win a UCL while getting relegated. Oh,
yeah, let's go.
People are saying that, dude. It's like that would actually be
the first.
That's crazy.
To be in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, they'll be in the Championship and they'll be in the Champions League. Wait, do you actually genuinely think that?
It's Tudor, bro. It's Igor Tudor. Like, what are we talking about?
I think it's a joke.
I'm sorry.
But anyhow, so
Thomas Frank, yes, they could create some damage,
but But all I'm saying is,
this is like that's it. Yeah,
they've actually. What's interesting is they've only met once before, just once, with Spurs emerging as 5-1 winners in the 1963 European Cup Winners' Cup final. But although the Premier League side have recent European pedigree following their Europa League victory last season, their horrible domestic form have put them in basically they're in the relegation fight. They're in relegation danger. They've yet to win a league game in 2026. They're in no match for Simeone's team. So even though on paper it looks like a heavyweight matchup, it actually could be quite one-sided. Mm-hmm. I know we were joking around about it before, like Spurs could be but that's like it's wishful thinking and jokes and all that. I think Atletico, yes, they're not as formidable as they once were. But with Sorloth and Julian Alvarez up front, and
Sorloth's doing good.
Putting in performances.
Sorloth is going good.
Yeah.
Remember we had big criticisms for Sorloth, and then now he's actually popping off. Yeah, he's actually doing well.
This summer is going to be he might be big for Norway as well. That would be interesting. Norway are definitely dark horses.
Absolutely.
This summer, but that's for another day. But yeah, Norway dark horses 2026 World Cup. Just wanted to put that in there as a footnote. But I do think it's quite one sided this one. I'm gonna go for because Sorloth, as we just mentioned, but then Griezmann still on his day he can still pull up performance even though he's 34. So yeah, I'm giving it to Athletic to progress to the quarterfinals. Next one we have Bodo Glimt and Sporting Lisbon, and this one. This is the Bodo Glimt fairy tale, the Cinderella story. Hopefully continuing, as they've had a great chance of they have a great chance of making it to the quarterfinals because they've avoided the tie against Man City, who they actually beat 3-1 last month, and they now end up with Lisbon. So Sporting Lisbon, of course, because it's Benfica, but they're already out. Already this year, Bodo beaten. They're basically, as we said, they're giant killers, right? So they've beaten Man City and Inter Milan in Norway, and they've and claimed victory away to Atletico Madrid. So they can win home and away. So at home, of course, beating City, Inter, and then away to Atletico Madrid, they beat Atletico Madrid and Inter as well in their. And the Inter one, of course, was the round of 16 leg at San Siro. So I think, Bodo Glimt, you got Jens Peter Hogg, Kasper Ho, and Hakon Evjen. They've been the stars of the tournament so far. A great unit team. There's not really just one superstar. They play well as a unit. And I feel that they'll have no fear against Sporting. One note of caution, though. I think this gets overlooked. Sporting did seal a top 8 finish in the league phase. I think a lot of people overlooked that. And they defeated PSG in that section, who, of course, were I know there were players who were injured, but still, they're the current champions. So it does make them a very dangerous outsider. But the momentum and their pitch in the Arctic Circle, of course, is with Bodo Glimt. So they got those advantages and just their momentum and how everyone is backing Bodo Glimt. It's like the Leicester City of 2026. So I back them to win. I see Bodo Glimt going to the quarterfinals.
I disagree with you, though.
Oh, nee. Party pooper. No, just joking. Well,
No.
give me your reason.
Thanks. Sporting will actually win.
That's valid because of the reasons I gave you. So it's very fair. But don't you feel like Bodo has so much momentum going for them, given that they have that
Yeah, they
pitch?
have momentum, but as you said, Sporting is in top 8. They finished in top 8, so that means that they have something special. We're only saying that Bodo Glimt will win because they beat Man City.
No, but it's also momentum. They just have so much momentum.
They have the momentum.
Okay, but we can say the same for Tottenham. They finished top 8, but it's I feel like the top 8, you can't. It's almost like you can't really. It's not surefire, right?
It's not surefire
because it's Tottenham. Yeah,
Tottenham. Yeah,
but they can't compete in the Premier League. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For Tottenham, they had easy games. The hardest game was probably Dortmund. And Dortmund
that's true, though. Actually, they actually did, bro.
Yeah.
And
Sporting had it harder.
So
yeah, but I wouldn't. I would just say it's not end all be all though. That top 8, because I think when the first season of Champions League that we covered, or the first the start of the podcast, right? We were kind of seeing if the top 8 would mean anything. But top 8, there was some top 8 teams that got out super early, right? Lost in the round 16 to a team that made it through the round of 32, right? Or the playoff rather. Top 8, at least with what we have seen, because top 8 is not a surefire. This is it, because there's
Liverpool even last year.
I mean, historically,
they lost against PSG,
Liverpool, whatever,
champions.
Right?
Yeah, and PSG were so bad before that as well. Actually, no, Liverpool one's a good example.
It's not an end all be. That's just
what
I'm trying to say.
They were unbeaten for the first 8 games. Then they go up against PSG, their favorites. But then PSG, who by the way finished 25th and nearly got eliminated from the competition as a whole, beat Liverpool, and then from then on, the rest is history. So top 8 isn't actually always the best.
And Real Madrid beat Manchester City. Manchester City finished top 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid had to go through the playoff, and they beat Man City handedly, if I'm not mistaken.
I
there's
think it's not really the fact
cases,
that Sporting finished in the top 8, but also the fact that they defeated PSG and they had a hard.
I think that's where they have to ride it. That's where they have. Yeah, they have to use that to their advantage. I guess
for Stephanie, you think Bodo Glimt has that?
I think Bodo.
Yeah,
I think Bodo as well.
That's fine.
It's just majority, so fluid.
Majority rules. But it's fair because to be fair, I said.
But it will be close. It will be close. I'll say it close. I'll say it's close though.
This is Champions League.
Yeah.
The only games that won't be. Wait, what? Sorry. The only thing.
Oh, so you after the game? Okay.
No, but still, I'm the only games that aren't going to be close is Athletic, Tottenham, and Bayern Munich. All the other games will be close.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going. Bodo Glimt. And yeah. So last one, Leverkusen versus Arsenal. So this one, yeah, no. So basically, Leverkusen have actually bounced back as of like right now, like very recently. Leverkusen have bounced back well under their coach Casper
Yeah, their
Hjulmand
coach is
this
decent.
season, following their disastrous 2-game reign of none other than Eric Ten Hag. But Leverkusen still are outside the Champions League spots in the Bundesliga, which is crazy given that they were like unbeaten Bundesliga winners 2 years ago or less, basically 2 years ago. So although they have talented goal scorers in the shape of Patrick Schick, and then they have, of course, set piece specialist Ronaldo, Leverkusen have lost the bulk of that 2023-24 title winning squad under Xabi Alonso, and they're quite unlikely to challenge Premier League leaders Arsenal. And yeah, if you're looking at Arsenal, it's a good tie for Arteta's side. And yeah, because they avoided the much tougher silver path. So Arsenal can definitely confidently look ahead to the further stages of the Champions League with Bodo Glimt or Sporting awaiting them. But I'm giving it to Arsenal, honestly, for this. And that leads us to a Bodo Glimt Arsenal quarterfinal where I will be the biggest Bodo Glimt fan of them all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's gonna be a crazy. I really hope Bodo Glimt. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I really hope Bodo Glimt cause an upset against Arsenal if they make it to the quarterfinal. If both of these teams make it.